Part 1. 15-second hook. Across the earth, ancient stones whisper secrets modern science still cannot answer. Temples aligned with stars, massive blocks moved without machines, and sacred sites placed with impossible precision. Were these wonders built by human hands alone, or guided by visitors from the skies? Far back in time, before satellites mapped the Earth and before machines reshaped landscapes, humanity looked upward. The sky was not just empty space, it was alive with meaning. Stars were gods. Planets were messengers. And the Earth itself was believed to breathe with hidden energy. Across continents that had no contact with one another, ancient civilizations began building sacred places that shared eerie similarities, as if following the same invisible blueprint. In the deserts of Egypt, massive stone structures rose from the sand with mathematical perfection. The Great Pyramid of Giza was not simply a tomb. Its sides aligned almost perfectly with true north, an accuracy modern builders still struggle to achieve. The stones weighed tens of tons, yet fit together so tightly that even a blade cannot slide between them. Locals once said the gods helped build it, descending from the sky in shining boats. Priests spoke of knowledge given by beings who came from the stars. Thousands of miles away in Central America, the Maya constructed temples that mirrored the movements of the heavens. At Chichen Itza, during the equinox, sunlight creates the illusion of a serpent slithering down the steps of the pyramid. It happens only twice a year, timed with stunning accuracy. The Maya had no telescopes, no metal tools, yet they calculated planetary cycles with precision that rivals modern astronomy. A young archaeologist once stood at the base of that pyramid, watching the serpent of light descend. "This wasn't accidental," she whispered to her colleague. "This was planned centuries in advance." In South America, high in the Andes Mountains, stones at Machu Picchu and Sacsayhuaman were carved with impossible precision. Massive blocks, some weighing over 100 tons, were cut and fitted together without mortar. No wheels, no iron tools, and yet they survived earthquakes that shattered modern buildings. Local legends claimed the stones were softened by the gods, molded like clay by divine hands. Across the ocean, in the British Isles, Stonehenge stood in solemn silence. Enormous stones transported from over 150 miles away were arranged in a circular pattern aligned with the solstices. On the longest day of the year, the sun rises exactly between the stones, flooding the center with light. Ancient people gathered there, believing the site was a gateway between worlds. Even in Asia, similar mysteries appeared. Angkor Wat in Cambodia was aligned to celestial events and built with a complexity that suggested advanced engineering knowledge. In India, ancient temples described flying machines called vimanas, said to be used by gods who traveled through the skies. How could civilizations separated by oceans share the same obsessions: stars, alignments, sacred geometry, and sky beings? Ancient texts added fuel to the mystery. The Sumerians spoke of the Anunnaki, gods who descended from the heavens to guide humanity. The Egyptians described Thoth, the bringer of wisdom, who came from the stars. The Dogon tribe of Africa knew about the Sirius star system centuries before modern telescopes, claiming their knowledge came from sky visitors called the Namo. Modern scholars struggled with these parallels. Coincidence, they said. Cultural imagination. But others weren't convinced. "What if," one researcher asked quietly during a late-night conference, "we're not looking at myths, but memories?" Sacred sites often appeared on what some call Earth's energy lines, or ley lines, paths said to carry natural electromagnetic power across the planet. Many ancient temples, stone circles, and pyramids sit precisely on these lines. Could ancient builders sense something modern humans have forgotten? Standing in these places, people often report strange sensations: tingling skin, sudden calm, vivid dreams. Scientists debate the cause, but the experiences are real to those who feel them. Perhaps these sites were not just temples, but communication points. Landing markers. Beacons. As humanity gazed skyward, something may have gazed back. Part 2. Long before written history, knowledge was passed not through books, but through stone, ritual, and memory. Ancient builders encoded information into their sacred places, messages meant to last beyond lifetimes, beyond civilizations. When modern researchers began to decode these structures, they found patterns too precise to ignore. In Egypt, the 3 pyramids at Giza mirror the stars of Orion's belt. This alignment is not symbolic guesswork, it is mathematically exact. Orion was associated with Osiris, god of rebirth and the afterlife. The pyramids were believed to be stairways to the heavens, designed to help the soul ascend among the stars. An engineer once examined the internal shafts of the Great Pyramid and shook his head in disbelief. "These aren't random," he said. "They point to specific stars, as they appeared thousands of years ago." How did ancient Egyptians know the sky with such detail? And why design monuments that reflect it so perfectly? In Peru, the Nazca lines stretch across the desert, massive drawings only fully visible from the air. Animals, geometric shapes, straight lines spanning miles. No hills, no vantage point from the ground. The ancient Nazca people should not have been able to see their own creations. Locals once believed the gods watched from above. A pilot flying over the desert reportedly radioed, "You won't believe this, it's like a message meant to be seen from the sky." In Turkey, Göbekli Tepe shattered everything archaeologists thought they knew. Dating back over 11,000 years, it predates agriculture itself. Massive stone pillars carved with animals were arranged in circles. Humans were not supposed to be capable of this level of organization at that time. Who taught them? One archaeologist asked aloud. And why here? The site appeared to be intentionally buried, as if hidden for the future. Some believe it was sealed when its purpose was complete. Ancient Hindu texts described advanced weapons, flying crafts, and devastating energy blasts. The Mahabharata spoke of battles that resembled nuclear warfare. Skeptics called it poetic exaggeration. Others noticed descriptions eerily similar to modern technology. Around the world, ancient art depicted figures with elongated heads, large eyes, and helmets. In caves, temples, and carvings, these beings appeared again and again. Were they gods? Or visitors remembered through stone? A historian once said, "If ancient people had seen something they couldn't understand, they would describe it the only way they could, as divine." Sacred places might have been classrooms, observatories, power centers, or perhaps they were meeting points where earth and sky once touched. Part 3. As technology advanced, researchers began using tools ancient builders never had: satellite imagery, ground-penetrating radar, and electromagnetic sensors. What they found beneath sacred sites added new layers to the mystery. Hidden chambers beneath pyramids, unknown tunnels under ancient temples, magnetic anomalies where sacred structures stood. These places were not chosen randomly. At Teotihuacan in Mexico, underground chambers filled with liquid mercury were discovered beneath the Pyramid of the Feathered Serpent. Mercury was associated with the underworld, with transformation, with power. Why place it there? An engineer whispered during a site visit, "This feels like machinery, not ritual." In China, pyramids aligned with the stars were long denied by officials, dismissed as natural hills. Satellite images later proved otherwise. They were real and ancient. In Japan, the Yonaguni Monument lay submerged beneath the ocean, its steps and platforms carved with geometric precision. Was it a natural formation? Or a drowned reminder of a lost civilization? Easter Island's Moai statues raised more questions than answers. Massive stone heads placed across the island, some weighing over 80 tons. How were they moved? Why do they face inland? And why are many connected to underground bodies? Local legends said the statues walked, guided by mana, spiritual power. Perhaps ancient builders understood something about energy and vibration that modern science is only beginning to rediscover. Every sacred site shared one theme: connection. To the sky, to the earth, to something greater than humanity. Maybe the past wasn't primitive. Maybe it was guided.
Part 4.
Skeptics argued that humans were capable of greatness without outside help. And they were right. Human ingenuity is powerful. But the question lingered not because of doubt in humanity, but because of consistency. The same symbols, the same stories, the same sky gods. Even today, indigenous elders speak of star ancestors, of teachers who arrived when humanity was young. A Hopi elder once said quietly, "They will return when we remember who we are." Sacred sites may have been reminders, anchors of knowledge meant to survive floods, fires, and forgotten ages. When civilizations collapsed, stone remained. Modern visitors often describe a strange feeling at these places. Time seems to slow. Thoughts sharpen. Emotions rise. Maybe these locations were tuned, not just to Earth, but to us. Scientists now explore the idea that consciousness itself may interact with electromagnetic fields. If true, ancient sites might have been designed to enhance awareness, to open the mind. Not magic. Science we don't yet understand. The ancient alien theory does not claim humans were incapable. It asks whether we were helped, guided at key moments. And if so, why? Perhaps humanity was never meant to be alone. Final part. Today, the mystery remains unresolved, and that may be the point. Sacred places continue to stand, silent but powerful, waiting for those willing to listen. Whether built by human hands alone or shaped by knowledge from beyond Earth, these sites connect us to something timeless. They remind us that our ancestors were not ignorant. They were observers, engineers, dreamers, and maybe witnesses. If beings from the stars once walked among us, they left no machines behind. Only stone, stories, and questions. Questions that still challenge modern science. As we explore space and search for life beyond Earth, perhaps the greatest clues are not light years away, but beneath our feet. The mystery of Earth's sacred places is not just about the past. It's about who we are and who we might become. Outro. If these ancient stones could speak, what truths would they reveal about our origins? Across continents and civilizations, Earth's sacred places continue to challenge everything we think we know about history, science, and humanity's place in the universe. Whether these wonders were guided by gods, ancient visitors from the stars, or knowledge lost to time, one thing is clear: the past holds secrets we have yet to fully understand. If this mystery intrigued you, share your thoughts in the comments. Like, subscribe, and join us as we continue exploring the unanswered questions of our ancient world and the possibility that we were never truly alone.